In this video, I'm going to be going over how to start a decal business from scratch, step by step, the equipment you need, the material you need, and the software you're going to need. Let's get into the video. Right here on this table is everything you need to have for a decal business, which is a vinyl cutter, a computer, the vinyl itself, which I use Oracle 651, and the transfer tape of your choice. This is what I use, is Clear Choice AT75. This is a high-tech transfer tape. You're also going to need a squeegee, of course, some tape. I would say this would cost around $1,000. You can get that down to $1,000, I would say. Just depends what type of computer you use, but this is what you need right here. One thing that I want to mention is that you're going to need a vector software. Right now I'm using Illustrator. I pay about like $30 a month. That is something to keep in mind. For this decal, I'm going to make it two colors. So I'm going to make the background black and the letters white. Right now, because I only have white and black at the moment. So right now, the first thing I'm gonna do is print out the back side, which is gonna be the black. So let's get started with that. Okay, once you load your vinyl, you wanna make sure to run it through to make sure that it's following the guidelines. Right now, let me bring out closer to see what I'm talking about. These guidelines right here. You wanna make sure that the vinyl sticks close to it. So I'm gonna run it through and watch it stick close to it.
Okay, go ahead.
So you want to make sure that it stays as close as that line as possible, because if not, your design will come out crooked. Is that little line right there. And as you can see, it's rolling pretty good, so I'm going to keep it like this. These are the vinyl settings that I'm going to use for my vinyl cutter. It could be different for yours, but if you have a Cameo Pro, I would recommend these settings right here. We're going to send the design over. You're just going to click send, and then the machine will start doing its job. As you can see right here. So this shouldn't take that long. It's just the background. It's just cutting out that black piece. I highly recommend, when considering buying a vinyl cutter, you want to make sure that your vinyl can go through the machine all the way down. This is for you to be able to make bigger decals. So this is one tip that I would recommend when considering buying a vinyl cutter. Now we're moving on to the process of weeding, which basically means removing the vinyl that is not part of the design, as you can see, and it reveals the design itself. After that, we apply the transfer tape. It is easier to get help on this part, guys. I did it by myself, which makes it a little bit more difficult. So that's one tip I would recommend. Now that we completed weeding out all the designs, we're gonna apply the transfer tape and apply it to the wall. Let's get it. I got the transfer tape on it. You want to make sure that everything is good. I mean, if you mess up on the transfer tape, I mean, you kind of have to start over, but I did it pretty good. Nothing happened. No wrinkles on my letters. So everything is good. Now I'm going to apply the transfer tape for that one too, and we'll be applying it later. I did end up asking my mom for help on this part because it would have been a lot harder for myself. So what basically we're doing right here is stacking the vinyls together, the white on top of the black, as y'all can see. So now the transfer tape is on both, and now we're applying it to the wall. So right there, when I applied it on the wall, this is called a dry application because we're not using any water with soap. So it's just directly onto the wall with nothing. This is how the decal turned out on the wall. There is a little bit of bumps because of the wall. If not, it would be purely flat. Let me know how I did in the comment section. One of the first steps you got to do is measure the surface you're going to use. This is what I'm going to be working with. So we're not going to want our thing longer than 13 inches and probably about 2 feet. So that's what we're going to work with right now, and those are the dimensions we're going to use for this project. This is the logo we came up with right now. I removed the parentheses. As you can see, I think it looks better like that, and the numbers can be bigger. I did want to add more words like that. I can do logos and t-shirts, but I think it was going to be too messy. And right now I'm just going to try to focus on the decal side of things only. So this is the logo we're going to be doing, and this is what we're going to be working with. Now I'm just going to send the design, and it's going to start cutting out the design. You do not want to mirror vinyl for stickers. You only mirror HTV vinyl, so you can just send it how it is. Send it. And then your machine will start to do its work, you know, it'll start working on it. So right here, I'm just weeding out the design once again. pretty simple. It's just a little tedious process in my opinion, but it's nothing hard, guys. It just takes a lot of time. And right after that, we are going to apply the transfer tape and then apply it to the car. This time I was able to do it by myself. I used this other strategy. Before applying the decal, you want to make sure to clean whatever you're going to apply it on. Right now we're going to apply it on this windshield. So this is a wet application. So what we do is we add water and soap before we apply the decal. This is for us to be able to move it around. And it is more simple with this process because there's not a lot of air bubbles with it. The only thing is to consider when applying decals outside is the wind. That's why I wasn't able to really show it that much in depth. But basically what you do is just spray the decal itself and the windshield, and that is called the wet application. You don't want to put too much water and soap because then it's going to take longer for it to dry out and for you to remove the decal. This is the process that I would recommend doing for beginners. You can't do this on dry surfaces like walls, but you can do this on cars, windows, and many more other items. I mean, I think it turned out very well. As you can see, like there's no air bubbles, like it's just purely smooth, which I think I did a really good job on this. That's the end of the video. Hopefully y'all learned something new about starting a decal business, and I'm gonna post more content like this about businesses and making money even online. So hopefully y'all enjoyed, and y'all can subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Next, we're gonna fix this one up right now. I got this quick job. We're gonna redo it. I'll probably make a video on this too.